What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kings Court with me, Vince Miracle, here for Fansided.com, GoldenGateSports.com, and of course, SatKingsNation.com. So be sure to go to all three of those websites for all your daily Kings news. Now, today's Demolition Day, guys. 18 short months ago, the Sacramento Kings weren't even going to be the Sacramento Kings anymore. This banner right here wouldn't have meant anything. This team would have been in Seattle. This team was sold to Chris Hansen 18 short months ago, and look where we are now. They're hitting the dirt. They're striking down their shovels, and they're starting to build this new arena in downtown Sacramento. That is crazy to think about. I mean, you're not going to see a lot of it maybe until next year or so, maybe even a year and a half until they start really putting in all the work, putting in all the stones and things like that. To start seeing, the real process of this arena start getting to build. But it's built. It's getting built. The shovels are in the ground. Everything is taking effect now. And, this is the one step further into the right direction for the Sacramento Kings franchise. And I'm so excited to see where it's going to go, how this is all going to happen, because this is very interesting. It's the things that we all wanted to see. So this is just Demolition Day. We had to give a shout out to it on this show. We have a lot to get into today, guys. We're doing a giveaway. I told you guys we'd do a giveaway, and we are doing a giveaway. What we're giving away is this here. It's a Kings banner. So it's nice. I don't want to open it. It's already sealed. So I will tell you how to win at the end of the show, so you have to stay tuned. Because it could be in the middle, could be in the end, it could be right here after I just say all this. So you might want to stay tuned until the end of the show. But anyways, first thing we got to get into, guys, is DeMarcus Cousins may get snipped or snubbed, or however you want to say it, get cut from Team USA. It sucks to hear, but it's not for the reason that you may think. What I think this reasoning is Jerry Colangelo. He's the godfather of Team USA and things like that. Him and DeMarcus Cousins, they still have history. I mean, just 2 years ago, Jerry Colangelo called DeMarcus Cousins immature. That actually happened. So, he's still building, DeMarcus is still building the respect of all these coaches and things like that. So, it's kind of nice to hear that he's there. He's making, an impression on all these coaches and all the players that are there. But to hear who he might get cut instead of, is Mason Plumlee, the Brooklyn center, the rookie. Yeah, that's a head scratcher to me. Now, Coach Calipari, who actually coached DeMarcus back at Kentucky, he said that Mason Plumlee could possibly be a better fit for this Team USA over DeMarcus Cousins. But, even then, I think DeMarcus still does so much more than they're giving him credit for. I mean, it seems that this coaching staff already has the idea of they want to have small ball a lot, and they want to just have the centers be people who are setting screens and doing all the little things like that. And I wrote an article about this earlier this morning, which is Friday, so you guys can go check that out on SatKingsNation.com. But I wrote an article about already how the way that the coaches are talking, it seems as if they are moving in the direction where they just want a center to not command the ball offensively, go after rebounds, set those hard screens. But other than that, it's really nothing. They're not really looking to make them do too much else. So tonight's showcase for Team USA, the scrimmage, DeMarcus Cousins, I think, is going to put on a show. And I don't think it's actually televised on NBA TV or not. But if it is, everyone go check that out. I don't think it is, but, go ahead and check that out. I'm pretty sure they might do it. But yeah, so I think this is going to be a big showcase for DeMarcus Cousins. And, he has to show that he can do those little things. He won't command the ball offensively. And even if he does, you live and die by the jump shot. And it seems like that's exactly what this, this Team USA is going to try and do, going against FIBA teams, because it's such a fast-paced, type of game. But with all these rules of how centers can knock the ball off the rim. There's no 3 seconds in the key rule, so DeMarcus can basically just camp down there. Same with Andre Drummond. That's why I don't understand why Andre Drummond isn't getting more attention, although he is a terrible free throw shooter, and they do, in FIBA, find a way to do clever ways of getting fouls and getting, centers to the free throw line. So, that may take into effect of their thought of Drummond, but I think Cousins should not get snubbed or snipped or cut or however you think about it over, and have Mason Plumlee be over him. I mean, that's just mind blowing to me. You look at them too statistically. You look at them too just as a player who you want to start your franchise with. You look to DeMarcus Cousins. The skill is undeniable. DeMarcus Cousins has he is, in my opinion, hands down the most offensively gifted center in the NBA. Now defensively, of course, he needs work, but again, with all these rules in FIBA where, again, no 3 seconds in the key, he can just camp down there, hit the ball off the rim. He may not be as bad as what people may think. So I think that it's not a bad thing for, Team USA to reconsider what has been reported. And it's not like they made a decision yet. I mean, they're cutting down their roster from, I believe, 20 to like 14 or 15. That needs to again be cut down to 12. So, Cousins still has a chance of making this team. It just, the word around right now is that he is drawing that short end of the stick right now. So we got to just wait and see what's going to happen. But DeMarcus, I think, is going to put on a straight showcase style in this, scrimmage that's tonight, Friday, for Team USA, just to prove everything that he's can do. And he's already said it. He's already done everything that he can handle, put everything in his hands that he can do to show that, this is what I can bring to this team if you guys choose to select me and put me a part of this roster. So we'll see what happens. I can't wait to see what happens. I hope he makes the team. If he doesn't make the team, it's not like it's a downgrade for him. I mean, he just doesn't make the team. It's just, I think if he does make the team, it's just a nice step in the right direction, a good step for his career, and possibly, makes him better, in the long run. Makes him a better leader, makes him a better scorer, possibly learning more about defense and things like that. So that's just my take on it. I just hope he makes Team USA and represents his country and, gets that opportunity, because I just don't think Mason Plumlee is a better player than DeMarcus Cousins. And when you're making a team full of the best players around, you have to put the best players available. And DeMarcus at that position is, number 1 or number 2, debating on who you talk to between Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins. So there's that. All right, guys. So the last time since this show, Eric Moreland has officially been signed to a 3-year deal with the Sacramento Kings. Now, the thing about Eric Moreland, he's a shot blocker. We all saw it in Summer League. He's in there for the energy. He can grab some rebounds. He can block some shots. I think he's what everyone was hoping Thomas Robinson can be, but less of a scorer. But yeah, that's exactly what we were hoping to get, and they got him for 3 years. I think that's awesome for both him and the team, because then the first year, it's all about developing. The second year, give him a little bit more minutes. In that third year, seeing what he's done in the 2 years of developing him. He can be back and forth with Reno this first year for all we know. But I think what he does is he brings that, rim protection that this Kings team needs. And now you'd have a rim protector in Eric Moreland down low, with also Darren Collison being your perimeter defender up top. Now, how many minutes he gets in this first year is, a big question mark. I mean, you have Jason Thompson. You have this, plethora of bundle of power forwards here. And I don't know what the Kings are going to do with them. A lot of us expect a trade. I'm hearing that the Kings are trying to make a move to get rid of some of these players, not because they don't like them, mainly because they don't see them part of their future, and they want to get rid of some of these contracts. Maybe someone like Jason Thompson. But, I really like the signing. I think both for him and for Sacramento, it was just a nice idea for that. To see that, Eric Moreland put in the work in Summer League. I mean, Pete D'Alessandro said they've had interest in him since they brought him into the first pre-draft workout. They've watched him through the entire thing. Then brought him in for Summer League. He didn't even play that first game. Played 6 games. Got top 3 in blocks, top 10 in rebounds. He put in the effort. He put in the work, and now it's paying off. And I think it's awesome that he got this 3-year deal. Again, not just for him, but for the Kings to try and develop him. It gives them time. Gives them time to try and, get their system into him and, see what he can do next to DeMarcus Cousins. So I'm excited to see it. I'm happy for him. Congrats, Eric Moreland. And, good job to Sacramento Kings. I believe it's what all you guys fans wanted, was to see him get signed. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think Eric Moreland brings? What is the favorite part about this signing? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Even if you don't like him, why don't you like him? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I want to move on to this now. I keep getting a lot of questions on small forward Omri Casspi. And what I'm hearing is that it's imminent. He's going to become a Sacramento King. Why it hasn't happened yet, I seriously don't know. I thought it was going to happen before the Eric Moreland signing and things like that. But what I'm hearing is he's still going to be a Sacramento King. What I'm reading is he's going to still become a Sacramento King. What draws my question now, though, is not just the Omri Casspi thing, is the Kings have been reported into working out Terrence Williams. They saw a workout of Dante Jones. Now, if you let's say it happens, right? The Omri Casspi is supposedly going to happen still. That's what I'm hearing. Eric Moreland has now happened. Those two signings completes their 15-man roster. That is why a lot of people, as in myself as well, think a trade is coming, because that means your 15-man roster is set, and you don't really have much. You still have the same exact roster as last year, except now you have Collison, now you have Omri Casspi, now you have Eric Moreland. It's really nothing too crazy from the lineup standpoint. I mean, you're gonna have a healthy Carl Landry, we all hope, and you're gonna have Jason Thompson, who he's gonna be a true professional. He's gonna play, but he I think he's ready for that change. I think this franchise is ready for a change with him as well. Excuse me, but it's all about who will take on that contract. So I understand why they're bringing in Terrence Williams to work him out. I think because the whole Rudy Gay situation is also a big question mark. I don't think they have faith in Derek Williams as well. I think he hasn't proved himself. I think this whole summer league that he did, those 3 games that he did, were not beneficial. I mean, you didn't really see much from him. So they're still worried about Derek Williams. You don't know if Rudy Gay will actually sign an extension. And if he does not sign an extension by February and the Kings are again on a 28-win season, they have a possible chance of just losing him for nothing in free agency. I could possibly see him getting traded. So, I don't know. It's a big question mark. It's a big question mark. But I understand what they're doing. They're loading up on small forwards now, even though they're already loaded up on power forwards. But the Kings also picked up the option on Quincy Acey. Again, a bundle of power forwards. I'm really interested into seeing on how this is all going to happen and how this is all going to mesh together and what's going to come together of this team, because I do not think they're done yet. Again, I think a trade is going to happen. When, I don't know. But yeah, that's basically my thought on it. I think Eric Moreland, his minutes will be decided on if they can make a move. Like, let's say they get rid of Jason Thompson and Quincy Acey and things like that. Or not Quincy Acey, but Derek Williams. That leaves a lot of room open. Or Reggie Evans. That leaves a lot of room open for Eric Moreland to start putting in some minutes and putting in some time. And I can't wait to see what he can do, whether it be D-League, whether it be in some games, or, just waiting to see that development of when you actually get to see him. But, again, he put in the work. I think he earned it now. And I think all Kings fans are excited to see what he can do. So, all right, guys, I'm now going to get into the giveaway before we get into fan questions. So, again, to win this banner, you're going to have to answer this question or answer these things like that. And this is actually going to be a fun one. We've had a pretty good run as the Sacramento Kings, but there was one person on this team that holds the franchise record in assists. And I want to know who that is. So you name out, if you guys can tell me who holds the record for the most assists in a game and how many assists it was, and if you can tell me who they are playing against, that's nice. But to win this banner, this Kings banner right now, right here, I want you guys to answer it. Who's the franchise leader in assists in a game, and how many assists was it? So whether it be, let's say it was Mike Bibby and it was 10, I want you guys to say Mike Bibby holds the franchise record and it's 10 assists in a game. Although that's not the right answer, that's what we're looking for. So to win this banner, again, you can tweet me your answer at VM Center. You can email your answer to sknarticles@gmail.com. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Maybe if you're the first one to post it. If you're the first one to post it on SacKingsNation.com or Fansided.com or GoldenGateSports.com. Whoever gets that answer first of who is the person that holds the franchise record and what is the record that he put into assists per game, then you guys will win that banner. And now we're on to fan questions. If you have a question that you would like to get on this show, you can email your questions to sknarticles@gmail.com, or you can email in your questions at sknarticles@gmail.com, or at sknarticles for Twitter, at sknarticles@gmail.com for email. Or you can tweet myself as well. I'm at VM Center. And the first question of the day comes from Steve Quire. Do you think that Omri Casspi can contribute well like he did in his rookie year? And do you think he can be a good backup to Rudy or any of the other power forwards? Thanks for your question, Steve. It just depends on the minutes that he gets. I don't see him being a complete, player on this team. I think they're getting him just to be a role player. Someone who can come in and get 10 to 12 minutes a game, maybe 10 to 15, depending on the game, depending on the opponent. And could he be a good contributor? Yeah. I mean, he knocks down shots. DeMarcus Cousins is going to get the ball a lot. He's going to be able to hit down the three. The thing about him is he's not a great defender, and if you're not a good defender, I think that's going to affect your minutes, especially now when this Kings team is trying to aggressively make the playoffs, become a contender, become a winning team. They want to see defense become their mindset, although they have really no defensive presence right now other than Darren Collison and Eric Moreland. So, could it be in the minutes that he gets? Yeah, I can see him getting around 8 to 10 points a game. Will he be? I mean, that's on him. I do see him playing both the 3 and the 4, backing up both Rudy and whoever is at the power forward position at the time. So, could he be a good contributor? Yes, I do think so. Will he be, though? It just depends on the minutes and what he does in those minutes and if he can be a contributor. So, we'll see. I'll actually have one more question, and it's from Twitter. And the question is, I don't know your name here. It says, what do you think? What are you hearing about the Josh Smith trade? Actually, I'm not hearing anything. I actually heard that rumor, that trade, and your name is Wavy RJ. So Wavy RJ, thanks for your question. Josh Smith trade, yeah, I heard they're done. I heard that's actually been cut off and stumped now. So that's what I heard about it. If it happens later on, possibly, but as of right now, it's completely dead. And that's the show for the day, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. It really just does help to let you guys become a part of the Sac Kings Nation family, the Kings Court family. We're doing giveaways like the one that we are doing today. Again, to win this Kings banner, name me the player who holds the franchise record and what the franchise record is in assists in one game. How many assists he got in one game. So if you guys can name that player and how many assists he got in that one game, you will win that Kings banner. But yeah, hit that like button to let us know here at SacKingsNation.com, at fansided.com, and GoldenGateSports.com that you all enjoyed this episode. Again, become a subscriber if you're not a subscriber. Follow me on Twitter. I am at VM Center. Follow the website on Twitter at SKN Articles, for more for more article updates and things like that, for stuff to read. We have polls going on all the time and things like that. Also, before I get off here, we're going to start getting into the dead part of the off season. So I want to let all of you guys know that we are going to be more interactive with you guys. We are thinking about doing a around the horn type of feel where I'm going to get 4 of you guys fans on, and you guys will be talking on the show. I will be the host. I'll be asking all of you the questions. We'll keep a point total over here on this side, and each round it'll be probably about 2 to 3 minute round, and each of you guys probably get like 30 seconds to explain your piece. Whoever has the most points at the end will win another prize, and that's how we're still working around it, but that's kind of what we're thinking about doing later on in this off season once it starts hitting that dead point. So be on the lookout for that. Again, for the prize, who holds the franchise record and what is the franchise record in an assist in one game. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at VM Center. Become a subscriber if you're not already. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that dislike button if you didn't. And share this video with all your friends, Facebook, Twitter, and all the other social media websites. And until next time, Kings fans.